Pixel.tv. TV, der spiller.
We're really excited. We won this Indie Sensation Award at the Nordic Game, and we won it for this game, Laza Knitez.
This is our first game ever. We got together in the game design class taught by Miguel Stickert at IT University of Copenhagen, and yeah, we've been developing this for about 6 months. We plan on to keep developing it over the summer, and it's been a great experience so far. I'm in the analysis program, so my initial contribution was to kind of do some research into old arcade games and other stuff to see what other stuff had been done in top-down arcade. And yeah, I'd say this game is kind of like Unreal Tournament meets Joust. It's really simple, but I think it gives a lot of room to sort of compete at a pretty high level. There are, the occasional glitch in the game, but I think that really keeps with the spirit of the arcade, and that's all part of the strategy. You've got to learn the system and how to exploit it best.
The pixel art in this game is very centric to the game, so we wanted to use a pixel art game engine, and that's what Flixel is. So it was great for making the prototypes, and then as we developed, we ended up with a prototype that was pretty functional. And then we had a limited amount of time, seeing as it was a student project, and so we just ended up making the game in a finished state in Flixel. So that's how it ended up in Flash.
We just recently recruited a new pixel artist from Georgia Tech, Danielle, and we're also going to be working with my friend Chase from Louisiana to do the box art for a new cabinet. And we're also collaborating with an experimental drone synth group called Goodwill Smith, based out of Chicago. So we're going to completely redo the assets over the summer and tweak the gameplay a little bit. We've had a lot of opportunities to play test the game. That's been one of the greatest things about the Nordic Indie Game Night. And yeah, we're going to make it even better, basically.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll port it to some other platform so we can distribute it to whatever seems more reasonable then. Also, Flash has performance issues that we want to get over by porting it to something else.
We've really wanted to have a dual lance power-up for a really long time, but that hasn't happened yet. We were actually kicking around some ideas for some extra power-ups and how to expand the game. But I mean, a lot of that has to do with how we port it into new engines. So. For me, a lot of the inspiration was the competitive games that I spent a lot of time playing with my friends, sort of around a console, around a television. I played Super Smash Brothers pretty seriously, and I also played Halo pretty seriously. So just the experience of having 4 people together on a couch or crowded around a TV was really a huge inspiration in this game, and I think one of the best experiences in gaming.
Yeah, we've actually made one other game for the time being for this cabinet since we got it. So it's gonna probably inspire us to make more games like this that are really social. It gives the social aspect of the arcade machine, and that's really one of the things that we like to emphasize.
This is the second year in a row that a multiplayer game has won the Nordic Game Indie Night, and I think it might be a little more fair if they made a category for multiplayer games and a category for single-player games. I think this format really was an advantage for us, especially since we got to bring out a cabinet. But the other games, especially, well, I mean, a lot of them are just really, really fantastic. It's obvious that a lot of people have put a lot of time and effort into a lot of these games, and it really shows through. I hope more people get the opportunity to experience them.
TV, der spiller.